Hong Kong has a significant population that works outdoors, ranging from policemen to firemen to construction workers, cleaners, and many more. Well, the concerning issue is that since they work outdoors, they're significantly more at risk of the heat wave due to prolonged exposure to the heat and sunlight. What is most important to protect our valuable outdoor workers is to have a very adequate risk mitigation strategies so that they can protect themselves as well as their families. Interviews with outdoor workers have revealed some misconceptions to heat stress. Some outdoor workers think that they can handle the heat, overestimating their body's ability to handle extreme temperatures and underestimating heat illness. Dr. Sue, what are your thoughts on this?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Many workers overestimate their ability to handle heat stress, while underestimate the serious risk of heat-related illnesses. Study found that one part of the workers express significant concerns about the heat exposure. Even though heat risks like dangerous conditions like heat stroke, exhaustion, and increased risks of injury due to the impaired focus and fatigue. This risk is more pronounced among the older workers, and they often less concerned despite they are more vulnerable. In settings like construction, there are significant, profound of occupational attacks for these health-related illnesses.
Some might think that they can notice symptoms before the heat becomes dangerous. Dr. Sue, what do you think?
Many people can notice early symptoms of heat-related illness enough to prevent serious risks, but this is a risky misconception. Early symptoms like headache, dizziness, fatigue, and irritability, which workers may overlook or attribute to the other causes. So, self-awareness of the symptoms only is not like a preventive measure and is it dangerous. So you must need to protect some preventive measures like rest, shade, and workload adjustments are crucial. Yeah.
Some also mentioned that drinking water is enough for them. What is the misconception with this?
Yeah, this misconception is potentially dangerous. And while staying hydrated with water is essential, we must replace the electrolytes during our working place in the hot conditions. Like potassium, sodium, these electrolytes are lost through our body through the sweating and during the prolonged heat exposure. So, hydration with electrolyte replenishment and breaks and shakes are protective measures to truly prevent workers from the heat stress.
So Derek, can you tell me how can heat exposure be dangerous for firefighters?
Yeah, sure. Heat is something we cannot avoid when we are working. For one example, sometimes we go to a mountain rescue operations. It usually takes a few hours under the sun, and we sweat a lot, we walk a lot, and it is pretty dangerous for us. In the firefighting scenario, we work in a very hot environment for maybe an hours, and it causes some problems sometimes. It could be heat stroke or heat exhaustion. And I've seen one time someone pass out, and eventually we have to send him to the hospital. So heat exposure is something we cannot avoid, but we will do a lot of measures to prevent it from worsening or from bad consequences. Staying hydrated is very important for us. So in every training section or every operation, before and after, we'll keep reminding our staff to stay hydrated. One way is we really rely on the management levels. The manager will remind our staff or our coworkers to stay hydrated, not only water, but also electrolyte drinks. And another measure is that we'll use infographic, especially in the toilet in the fire station. There's a chart showing that the color of your urine can show how hydrated you are. If your urine is colorless, it means that you are well hydrated. On the other hand, if your urine turns yellow or dark yellow, it means that you have to drink a lot of water because you are under dehydration at that time. And we believe that these measures can really reduce the risk of heat-related illness.
So Eva, could you tell me some suggestions on how to reduce workforce burden in your own setting with relation to heat-related hospitalizations?
Okay, as a nurse working in A&E settings in hospital, I saw a lot of patients admitted to hospital because they under heat stroke. I think as a management of an organizations, they should provide sufficient trainings for their outdoor workers before they getting the permit working in outdoor. Also, the outdoor worker have to recognize the early detections of the heat stroke because after they getting heat stroke, it is a very life-threatening. We are not 100% sure to save their life, so I think we have to raise their awareness of the heat stroke. Okay, as I know there is a construction worker training, I think organization can do something there, like adding the heat management training in the training before they getting the construction safety permit in order to protecting the construction worker life.
In conclusion, protecting outdoor workers in Hong Kong from the escalating dangers of heat stress requires a clear understanding that common misconceptions, such as relying solely on hydration or believing personal tolerance is enough, can be deadly. As climate change intensifies heat waves, it is crucial to implement comprehensive risk mitigation strategies that go beyond drinking water, including recognizing early symptoms, ensuring adequate rest, managing electrolyte balance, and avoiding behaviors that increase vulnerability. By empowering workers with accurate knowledge and practical safety measures, we not only safeguard their health and lives, but also support the well-being of their families and communities. Prioritizing heat safety is an urgent responsibility that demands awareness, preparation, and collective action to prevent the tragic consequences of heat-related illnesses.